Dominik Szoboszlai has been Liverpool's best player so far this season. This guy has provided some much needed energy in the middle, and that was missing all of last year. Fabinho and Henderson tried their best for the club, but last year their legs were completely shot. And Szoboszlai has brought an engine which has been unbelievable in the midfield. Even peak Henderson could not match to the engine that Dominik Szoboszlai actually has. His stamina is absolutely ridiculous. But on top of that, Szoboszlai is incredibly creative up front. He can carry the ball, his dribbling is insane, his passing is insane. We saw his dribbling against Chelsea when he took on 3-man to get into the box. We saw his passing against Brighton where he completely broke through the line, found Luis Diaz, and it ended with Mo Salah scoring a goal. These type of players are just brilliant to have in the team. So good in the half spaces, comfortable picking it up in all the dangerous zones that you can think of. These people are just naturally born with it. It's similar to Trent Alexander-Arnold. These type of players, they just have it from the day they were born. Absolutely impeccable. He has the killer pass. He has some deadly shooting from outside the box. We saw that against Leicester, and he's been feeling it recently because he took a lot of shots against Everton. And I feel like in the last few years, we didn't take too many shots from outside the box. But because we have the players to do it now, the coaches are encouraging it, because even worse comes to worse, when the shot gets taken, it could take a deflection and come back to a Liverpool player from which we can score from. Or we get a set piece, which can be very dangerous for Liverpool. On top of this, his mentality on the pitch is ridiculous. He is a Jurgen Klopp player. If you could think of a player Jurgen Klopp would bring to the club, it would be Dominik Szoboszlai. The determination, the drive makes him want to be the captain. He has the captain material. We've seen it for Hungary, how he shows himself to be their captain. His passion is contagious, and you can see how he lifts the whole team. When we were 10 men in a couple of the games, he was the one leading the team in the middle. His engine was the one we relied upon. The more Liverpool involves Szoboszlai in the game, the better Liverpool play. He brings something special to the team, and it's something that was missing before. Even during the peak Klopp season, we never had a midfielder like this, maybe except Coutinho in them 6 months that we had him, that he was absolutely brilliant. And let me tell you, it's been a joy to watch him in action. I can't wait to see what else he brings to the team when we have a proper DM, which allows McAllister to push on, because McAllister and Szoboszlai as your 2-8s are ridiculous options for Jurgen Klopp going ahead. Before we get into the rest of the video, smash the like button, comment down below on your thoughts, who has been Liverpool's best player, and subscribe for more. Press the bell so you get notifications whenever I post, and I will be trying to post more frequently. Let us move on to the best defender this season. For me, is an easy option. Virgil van Dijk has been an absolute beast this season and Liverpool's best defender. First things first, ever since he has become captain, Van Dijk has regained that incredible aura that he's had on the pitch since he joined Liverpool. You can just feel his presence, and it's like he commands respect from everyone around him. It's truly amazing to see. Besides the red card against Newcastle, Van Dijk has been nothing short of world class, because he's been an absolute rock at the back. People don't realize we don't have a proper DM. Alexis McAllister is not a proper DM. His partner is always changing. Sometimes it's Matip, sometimes it's Konate, even sometimes it could be Joe Gomez. His left back has been Andrew Robertson at times. Now he's going to be Tsimikas, but his performance has always been great. A rock at the back, making sure Liverpool's defense remains solid. One of the things that sets him apart from the rest of them is his leadership skills. He's always there to clean up any mistakes that are made by teammates and ensures that his defensive line is always in place. It's like having an extra pair of eyes on the field, and it makes a massive difference. His leadership was shown for Holland as well, for his country. He stepped up to take that penalty. It's the late in the game, 90th minute. They've already missed the penalty earlier. They need this penalty for the Euros. And who steps up to take it? Virgil van Dijk. And he takes it with absolute composure. That's exactly what you want to see from him. We all know his defensive quality. Van Dijk has always been world class in defending. And his aerial duels, he is completely dominant. And we saw that in the Everton game when he completely out-muscled, out-jumped, and just out-strengthened Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who is one of the best in the air when it comes to being a striker. A key attribute which has been a huge asset to Liverpool about Van Dijk is his passing from the back as well. Switches of play, but this year what he switched up is he's been using his left foot more. He's playing passes to the left back. He's playing passes to the centre mid. It's not just every time switch, or using his centre back partner to bring the ball up. He's bringing it out himself. He's using his aggression to pin up against the striker to make sure the striker's never comfortable. And I've been so impressed by him this season. It's incredible to see how effortlessly he can start an attack from deep for Liverpool. There was a lot of disrespect on Van Dijk's name last year, and it made me sad because football is such a quick game. In 1 year, you can be the best defender the world has ever seen, and in the next minute, everyone's calling you sus. Everyone's calling you a bad defender suddenly. That doesn't just happen. He came back from an ACL, had a quadruple year. The next year, he had an off year. And this year, he's back to his best, and he's coming straight for his crown. Keep your Salibas, keep your Ruben Diaz's, but put my King's name out of your mouth, because he is coming back for his crown as the best defender in the Premier League. We're going to skip the next part, which is the midfielder part, because we've already spoke about how Dominik Szoboszlai has been Liverpool's best player this season. And don't get me wrong, I understand this next person who I'm going to talk about has probably been the most influential player on the pitch, but it's always him, and I just could not pick him again to be the best player so far this season. So I gave it to Dominik Szoboszlai for the difference he's created in the environment. But our best attacker this season, with absolutely no doubt, 100%, Mohamed Salah. He's always been Liverpool's best attacker ever since he joined this club, hands down. Remember when people called him a one-season wonder? Well, guess what? He's back at it again for another season, proving all the doubters wrong again and again and again. His consistency is at an all-timer level. People were talking about this guy's a poacher, this guy, he's an inside forward, he remains in the box. So what did he do this season? He became the playmaker. Now he's touchline winger, and he's still scoring the same amount of goals as all of your best attackers in the world that you call playmakers, that you call goal scorers, that you call poachers. His assist numbers, his goal numbers are against everyone in world football. His stats this season have been mind-blowing. He's not just the best player in Liverpool, he's been the best player in the Premier League. 11 goal contributions under his belt, and he's only 2 goals behind Erling Haaland, who only knows how to score goals, whilst taking up the more creative role, like I said, this year. But it's not just about the numbers. He's a legend of the club, he's a legend of the Premier League, and he's a legend of football. His impact goes beyond statistics. He's a true icon. Just go look at Egypt, look how they treat him, look at the Arab world, look how the numbers he picks up on social media. He's as big as your Ronaldos, he's as big as your Messis when it comes to name, stature, fame. And I know some people like to disrespect him because he's not the most aesthetic footballer, whatever that means, aesthetic dribbler, similar to what Eden Hazard is, or what your Ronaldinhos would be, what your Messis are. But let me tell you something, his efficiency is off the charts. This man knows how to get things done on the field, and that's what matters. Whatever he does on the field is always something that contributes good for Liverpool. He was named September Player of the Season in the Premier League. In 2023, Mo Salah has been involved in the most goals, with 19 goals and 12 assists in 31 games. All this in a Liverpool team that struggled at the start of the year. Let's be honest, Liverpool last season were not good, so they struggled at the start of the year. And they ended the year with a whole new midfield that he had to get used to. And him being the experienced member of the attack, because remember, Darwin Núñez only joined recently. Luis Diaz only joined recently, technically. Cody Gakpo only joined recently. This guy is the experienced attacker in the team, and he has taken that helm up like no one's game. He has been absolutely brilliant. He's made it easy for the rest of the team, for everyone at Liverpool. He could have left. He could have gone Saudi Arabia. The offer they gave him was ridiculous. Any man who rejects the offer is a crazy man. But he didn't accept that offer from Saudi Arabia. He stayed at Liverpool. He said, yeah, I'll go next summer if it comes up again, or maybe the summer after. He stayed at Liverpool, and he's here to make a point this season. One thing has never changed since he's been here, and that's Mo Salah is continuously wreaking havoc in the Premier League. Let's move on to the most improved player. For me, it has to be one man and one man only. And now he's on the tongues of every single Liverpool fan when he's not on the pitch. Everyone questions when he's on the bench. Why is he on the bench? Why is he not starting? The incredible transformation of Darwin Núñez. Trust me, this guy is a different animal this year. First things first, let's talk about his link-up. It has reached a whole new level this year. Under Marcelo Bielsa, under Jurgen Klopp, the national team coach, and the club coach, Jurgen Klopp, Núñez is capable of bringing the ball and all his teammates into the game, especially Salah. Compared to last year, it's like he's unlocked a whole new set of skills. The chemistry between Salah and Núñez is just mind-blowing, and big shout-outs have to go to the work of the coaching staff. His improvement off the ball has been brilliant. He's turned into a pressing monster. You see the way he presses. He's using his brain now. He's not running like a headless chicken. He's making sure he's stopping passing lanes. And it's been so good to watch, and he's really proving himself and making a huge impact on the field. Did you know that Darwin Núñez currently holds the highest goals and assists per 90 record in the Premier League? He has been on fire this season, and his stats speak for themselves. It's amazing to see him shine and contribute so much to the team. As well as this, his decision-making skills have no nerves anymore. Núñez is making the smart choices on the field and is paying off big time. We saw this against Everton. Last year, he would have snatched at the opportunity. He would have shot. He would have tried taking it himself. He saw Salah in space. He found Salah and he got the assist to Salah. And he's becoming a key player for Liverpool. And I couldn't be prouder, because I've been advocating this guy from day one. Ever since he joined, I said, guys, chill, wait for him. Give him second season Núñez. He done it at Almeria, he done it at Benfica. Let me see second season Núñez and then judge him. And this is second season Núñez. Look at his finishes in the Newcastle game. Absolutely insane. It was like watching a master at work. He showed us all why he deserves to be recognised as Liverpool's most improved player this year. I can't stress enough how impressed I have been with his growth and his development. He's become an integral part of the team, and his performances are only going to get better. Keep an eye on this guy, because he's destined for greatness, and for me, after Erling Haaland, he's coming for that crown of being the second best striker in the Premier League, and don't be surprised if he tries to push to be the best striker in the Premier League. Now let's move on to the most disappointing player. I'm not going to say the worst player of the season, the most disappointing player of the season, because he's not been the worst. He's been really good actually, but I have been disappointed in him. Don't get me wrong, Luis Diaz has been good for Liverpool, but it truly, for me, he has the potential to be something special, someone that's an X factor, a difference in the team. And one thing I've noticed is that he needs to make his decisions quicker on the field. Sometimes he takes too long on the ball. There's times where he needs to shoot and he takes too long to shoot. The block comes in. For example, in the Everton game, he was 1-on-1 with the keeper, left foot shot on his left foot, and he took so long that I allowed Ashley Young to catch up to him and block the shot. We all know he's got the skills, but he needs to be more decisive in those crucial moments. Another thing that I've noticed is he tends to carry the ball for too long as well. It's great to have that confidence, to have that control, but sometimes it hinders him, because if he just moves it quicker, it'll put him in a better position. He has that burst of pace, but due to his injury, I have to be honest, since his injury, he's lost that little bit of burst of pace. He seems to have lost it, that explosive speed that he used to have, which makes it difficult for him to create separation against defenders in one-on-one situations. But look, injuries happen, innit? And I'm confident he'll bounce back stronger than ever. We've seen it with Leroy Sané. He had an ACL. 2-3 years it took him before he came back, and now he's at his best again. His overall play though has always been dangerous, especially in those game-changing moments when you need him, like the Everton game. He won the penalty for Liverpool. If it wasn't for him, we would never have had the penalty. When he collects the ball from deep as well is when he really causes problems. I like him when he's attacking into the half spaces rather than standing in the half space already and picking it up. I think as time goes on and he adjusts to the injury, we will see the best signs of Luis Diaz. He's one of the most entertaining players on the pitch, and he really brings back Joga Bonito, and he works so hard off the ball, and I only see positivity in Luis Diaz. But I want to see him hit that next step, become the special player that he is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know some suggestions down below of content you would like to see, and answer the categories that I provided in this video: the best player of the season, defender, midfielder, attacker, most improved, and the most disappointing player of the season. This was my opinion on the season so far. We've played 10 games in the Premier League. Liverpool have done excellent. In my opinion, Jurgen Klopp has had a great season. His in-game substitutions, his in-game tactical changes have been brilliant this season. Compared to last season, is a completely different Jurgen Klopp that we're seeing, and a completely different coaching staff that we're seeing. They're being so much more proactive than they are being reactive, and that's exactly what we want to see. I think Liverpool will have a great season ahead. It will be interesting to see if they can get into a title challenge, if they can fight for that title, if they can win the Europa League, but I think they can do both. Smash the like button, comment down below like I said, and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know anytime that I post content. Until next time, peace.